learn this as well. Not just that you learn how to do it, you also learn how to train someone else. That is where the real thing is. Now, our business works on the power of duplication. The power of duplication is the most important part in our business. Now, duplication is the last building block, which we will discuss today. But this is what brings the power of compounding into effect. The power of compounding, as per Albert Einstein, is the eighth wonder of the world. Now, compounding, what is compounding? Compounding is you learning something, you understanding something, and you practicing it. And when you do it next week, you try to add at least one person along with you who also knows a bit of what you know. And after 1 month's time, if you are able to hold one person with you, I call it compounding. Because from one person, you became two. Now, eventually, if this 2 person can become 3 after 2 months, now that needs you to hold on to this person and duplicate everything you know. Whatever you learn, you need to speak to him. Now, people miss out on this part, on teaching people how to do it, because they themselves don't learn. They are not trying to hold on to the people. If somebody didn't hold on to me, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. Very important. So 8 basic building blocks is the foundation for us to build this business. Focus on 8 basic building blocks. Learn everything you can. If you are smart enough, do you know what you will do? You'll call all your people. Now, those of you who are attending online right now, you will call all your people and make sure you attend this. They attended. Your partners attend this. When your partners attend this, they take at least one message from this. And they start doing something that is compounding. That is duplication. Now, if you don't realize the power of duplication, you'll be working like a self-employee. Because I know people who get a piece of metal with them and they make a knife with that. And the same metal piece with a scientist might end up being a rocket. You see? The same resource with 2 different people came out as a different product because of the vision the scientists carry. Do you understand? So you have this opportunity to make $15,000, but what do you really make out of it is dependent on whether you think like a scientist or a blacksmith. Did you understand that? What is your thought process? Is really important. So now, without much delay, let me get into 8 basic building blocks. I hope you understand the importance of 8 basic building blocks. 8 basic building blocks. Let me first of all tell you the 8 pointers, the 8 points you need to keep in mind. Number 1, dream. Number 2, commitment. Number 3, name list. Number 4, contact and invite. The next one is presentation. That means presenting the plan, presenting the opportunity. And after that comes follow through or the follow up, the process of following up the prospects to sign up. Then comes, this is the 6th one. Then comes counseling with your mentor, your coach, whoever it is. Okay, you counsel with your mentor. And the last one, as I told you, the most powerful one is duplication. These are the 7, and this is the 8th one. So these are the 8 pointers. These are the 8 pointers you need to keep in mind. Dream, commitment, name list, contacting and inviting someone, presenting the business opportunity, follow up, counseling with your upline, and duplication. Now, most of the people start with a dream. They know how to talk about a dream, even though many of them still have not written down their dream. They think it's okay not to have a dream. They think, okay, I have money goals. I need to just make some money. That is not where you start. You need to have a clear destination before you start with this journey. Or starting any journey needs you to have clarity on where you want to go. Now, people say, I just want to make some money with this. They will not last. I'm sorry to say this. You clearly have to write down your goals and dreams. Now, goals are different, dreams are different. Now, a dream, doesn't fit into your logic. Goals fit into your logic. Do you understand the difference? A dream doesn't fit into your logic. Goals fit into your logic. For example, if you say, okay, let me make $250 this week, that's a goal. That's not a dream. That's a goal. A dream is something which you are emotionally connected with. A goal is not emotionally, inspiring you. A dream emotionally connects with you. For example, a dream has a lot of people connected to it. Let me give you examples. My mother, she was excited not when I bought a car. She was excited when I bought a home. She actually said, why are you wasting money on a car? She was not excited. So that thing didn't connect my mother with me. At the same time, when I spoke to her, I'm thinking of buying a home. She said, that's a good thing. Why don't you buy one? Okay, you should invest in real estate. So my mother was excited. She became part of my goal. She became part of my dream. So if you have a partner, your life partner, you go out there and discuss with her, hey, I'm thinking of buying a property in one part of the world, let's say Dubai, or maybe in Abuja, or in Lagos, or in any other part of the world. You say you want to buy a property in Portugal. Why Portugal? Because some people want to get a second passport. So you go and discuss with your wife, your husband, saying that, okay, I want to buy a property in Portugal. And maybe I'll have to invest around $300,000. But I can put it on Airbnb and make money on this. So your wife or your husband gets excited. Oh, yeah, that's a great deal. What is the rental returns we get? Then you discuss with them the details of it, and they are like, wow, let's do it. Are you sure we can do it with this? No, I think if we work together, we are committed, we can do this. So that is how you fix a dream, emotionally connected. That's not fitting into your logic. Do you understand the difference? It doesn't fit into your logic. What doesn't fit into your logic is what I usually call as a dream. Because when I started doing this business, my mentor, his name is Ranjit Ravi, he told me, Nasib, you need to buy a car. It is time for you to buy a car. I said, but I don't even make enough money to buy the dream car I have. He said, what is your dream car? I said, a Honda Civic. A Honda Civic. So he said, okay, Honda Civic is a bit costly for what you make. Are you sure you want to start with a Honda Civic? I said, yes. If I buy a car, it will be a Honda Civic. Now, I was young. I was 22 years old. And I didn't know, I didn't use my logic to say that I want to buy a Honda Civic. Now, when I said Honda Civic, I didn't believe in it. Seriously, I didn't believe. But my mentor told me, come, let's go and take a test drive. I said, are you serious? Are you sure about that? And he said, yes, come. If your dream is to buy a Honda Civic, we should go and take a test drive. So we went over to the Honda showroom and he made me take a drive in Honda Civic. And I never believed that I could be driving a Honda Civic. Do you understand? And I asked him, Ranjit, are you sure that I can buy this? He said, of course. Maybe 3 months' time, you will buy this. And that kind of created some hope in me. It was outside of my logic. But what he told created some kind of hope inside me. Oh my God, fire. He ignited the fire inside of me. That was a start. And from that day onwards, I am fasting. From that day onwards, no, he didn't have to motivate me. Honda Civic was my driving force. Do you understand that? Now, the problem most of the people have is like they do it like a job. When you do it like a job, you'll have to be forced to come into a meeting or a training like this. That is where you already failed. Why do you want a second job? Nobody wants a second job. Nobody wants their first job either. If you get your money expenses through some other source where you keep getting passive income, will you go for your work right now? You will not. Then consider QNET as a second job, then already you failed. So I didn't work for my mentor. I didn't work because my mentor was like, okay, Nasib, are you doing this? Are you doing that? This was my driving force. And was it inside my logic? No, it was not. A dream should always be outside of your logic. Very clear. Yeah, your goals can be inside of your logic. Okay, goals are something which you do like on a definite deadline, and you follow your mentors. Okay, what should I do for that? That is the question I asked my mentor after that. I asked him, what should I do for that? Do you know what he told me? Okay, Nasib, make sure you focus on GSS and win the GSS. That's it. I focused on that. I focused on winning the GSS. And only for the last week of GSS, I did almost 300% in order to win the GSS. But I came second. But at the end of 3 months, I still had my Honda Civic. So that was a goal. What was the goal? Winning the GSS. Was it a dream for me? No, it was not. So let me make it very clear for you. You have to write down your dreams. How do you write down your dreams? You should write down your short-term dreams. Short-term dreams is anything between 1 month, 1 week, or like maybe 3 months. A midterm dream is anything which you take 6 months to 1 year. And a long-term dream is something which I consider 1 year to 3 years. That's how you divide your dreams. But again, please understand, when I say a short-term dream of 1 month and you fix a mobile phone, in your logic, if the mobile phone can already be purchased within 1 month, I don't qualify it as a dream. Do you understand what I said? If you have other means of buying that mobile phone, if you have other means of, that means it fits inside your logic. Do you get what I said? It doesn't qualify as a dream. Very important. I know a lot of people who talk about dreams and then, it fits into their logic. They can buy it through other sources. Doesn't qualify. So you put a short-term dream, something you want to buy in 1 month, but that should excite you. That should be emotionally connected with you. You should feel the excitement while you go to sleep. The butterflies should be flying down there under your belly. Do you understand what I'm saying? That qualifies it as a dream. So that's about the dream. Guys, dream is the driving force. Without the dream, people don't last. People don't, unless you have a dream which you are fired up about, you will not last. Nobody lasts. I will not last. Nobody with a dream will continue in this business. Not only in this business, in anything what they do. You do a job for survival. Don't do this business for survival. This business is not for survival. This business is definitely for you to achieve your dreams. Understand that? Clear with that? So far, so good? Okay, so that's about dreams. I want you to write down your dreams and specifically make sure you write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 10. You have to write down the things you really want. You have to spend time on this. You think it's okay to write 4. No, it is not okay to write 4. You should always write up to 10. 10 dreams. Then after writing 10 dreams, you should compare 1 with 2 and find out which is more important. Do you understand that? Say 1 and 2. You compare 1 and 2. So you find that 1 is more important to you. Then you put 2 stars on 1. Then you put 1 star on 2. Okay. Or you compare 1 with each one of them. Then you figure out, you put a number between 1 and 2, which one is more important. So you tick 1 is more important. So then you compare 1 with 3. Then you find 3 is more important. So put a tick here. Then you 1 with 4. Then you find 1 is more important. Put a tick there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So likewise, you compare 2 with 3 and likewise. So you can count the number of ticks next to it. Then you will understand what is more important to you. This is very important. You need to prioritize your dream as well. Finally, you should figure out which are the top 3. This is a very important process I want all of you to follow. Write down 10 of your dreams. Okay. Include your family members if you want. And then compare first one with second one. Then put a tick mark on which is more important and compare likewise with all of this 10. If you follow this, you will know what is the most important thing for you. Unless you know this, don't waste time. Some people tell me, okay, I don't have a dream, but I still do. Okay, that shows in your result. You get easily disappointed, you get easily frustrated, and eventually, you die down and you give up. Do you understand what I'm saying? I clearly tell people always set a higher goal. The moment I bought a Honda Civic, do you know what my mentor told me? Nasib, time to set your next goal. Very important. He immediately told me, time to set your next goal, next dream. Because he said most of the dreams make you celebrate when you achieve them. And that is a distraction as well. You get carried away with them. You think that's the end of the world. No, that's not the end of the world. So you immediately set your next dream. So he immediately made me set the next goal, next dream. So always make sure whenever you achieve one of your goals, celebrate it, maybe for a day or maybe 1 hour, but immediately move on to your next dream. Because life is too short to celebrate one dream. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so that's about the dream. Now I'm moving on to commitment. The next The next 8 basic building blocks, the second one is commitment. Guys, I don't have to explain commitment to any one of you. This is a word which most of you are afraid of. People hate commitment. I don't have to say this. Everybody hates commitment. Back in college, school, you had a boyfriend, a girlfriend, you were worried about the commitment. You have to have with that person. That person demanded commitment from you. You can't go for movies with someone else. You have to be committed. You are committed to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? What is actual meaning of commitment? What is actual meaning? Sorry? Sticking together? What else? What is actual meaning? Commitment. Anybody can say? Even you can unmute and say because I can still hear. Sacrifice? Okay.
Showing up.
Showing up? What else? Taking it serious? Not quitting?
Trust.
Okay. Sorry?
Trust.
Trust. What do you say? Now there is one thing, one resource God has equally given to everyone, which is time. You look at, Elon Musk, the richest man in the world. He has the same 24 hours like you. You look at Donald Trump, the president of America. He doesn't, because he's the president of America, he doesn't have more than 24 hours. Now he has to do everything he has to do within 24 hours. One resource, which he decided to give all of us equally. Where you spend this 24 hours is called commitment. That's it. Where you decide to spend your 24 hours, how you decide to spend your 24 hours is what defines your commitment. That is one resource. Say, Elon Musk is committed to what? He's committed to what? Whatever he's committed, he's spending most of the time in what he's committed in. The time he spends is what we define as commitment. Commitment is the time you spend. That's it. Very simple and straightforward. Is the time you spend. The quality time you spend. Now you say, no, I am in this business, but I can't spend time. It's the funniest thing I've heard. It's the funniest thing. That means you are not committed in this business. It's straightforward. Commitment, I know everybody is worried about it, but please understand that why are you doing this business? You are doing this business towards your dream, correct or not? You want to achieve your dreams. Do you want to live the life the way you are living right now? Or do you really want to bring in a difference in your life? Think about it. Make a decision. Nobody else will make a decision for you. You really want those things you have written down? If you really want those things which you have written down, then you have to show commitment. That's it, straightforward. People say, because I have a lot of other problems to solve, I don't have time. People spend most of the time worrying. Do you understand? People spend most of their time worrying. When I say worrying, they are worrying about things they cannot even control. They are simply worrying. They're like, okay, what if that happens like this? If it is not in your control, how does worrying and spending time on worrying help you? How? Now, I learned this pretty early in my life. Okay. When I was like 25 years old, luckily, as per the master plan, I went through a debt of $100,000. I had a debt. I had a debt of $100,000 when I was 25 years old. Now, life was very tough. Obviously, life will be tough when you have $100,000 as debt. People call me from different places. They started abusing me. They started abusing my parents. They started calling everyone around me. They started shaming me publicly. Do you understand? So when all of this happens around you, you get distracted with them. Correct? And one of the biggest problems we all have is the fear. We don't know, like fear is kind of associated with the worry, I said. We have fear and we keep worrying about it. We are wondering what will happen? What can go wrong? Do you understand what I'm saying? We start worrying. What can go wrong? What if this happens? What if that happens? Now, the problem is not yet there, but you are thinking about the problem. Now, I was wasting most of my time, most of my 24 hours in fear, worrying about what will happen to me. Until one day, when my mentor told me, Nasib, what are you afraid of? He asked me this question. What are you afraid of? What will happen to you? Will they kill you? Will the financiers or the recovery agents kill you? If they kill you, how will they recover the money? So they will not kill you. Understand that. They will not put you behind the bars also, because putting you behind the bars is also not the solution, because they will not get the money even in that case. So he told me, what are you afraid of? Then I started wondering, yes, what am I afraid of? I was afraid just because everybody was saying, this can be really bad for you. How bad? Nobody knows. So people instill fear in you, right? So now I was avoiding all these recovery agents. And my mentor told me, don't avoid them. Don't run away from your fears. Confront your fears. Face it. He asked me to pick up their calls and confront them. Confront them as in talk to them. So I picked up the phone and I said, yes, stop calling my parents. I will pick up my phone from today onwards. Then they started abusing me, shouting at me. I already spoke to my mentor, so I'm confident now. I said, when you can talk respectfully to me, call me. Then they started abusing again. How can I talk respectfully to you? You are cheating the bank. I said, okay, disconnect. They called me again, shouted, disconnect. Do you know what my mentor told me? What are you afraid of, Nasib? They are employees. They are doing their job. They are supposed to instill fear in you. That is their job. I started looking at things very objectively. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, that is their job. They are going to a job and their job is to call me and shout at me. Correct or not? That is their job. Whether to be afraid or not is up to me.
Afraid to lose their job.
Exactly. Whether I am going to be afraid of them is entirely up to me. That was a great realization. I stopped fearing. I said, talk to me nicely or I will not talk to you. Disconnect. 4 times they called, disconnect. Then they called me. They said, okay, sir, what can we do? I said, connect me to your manager. I'll talk to your manager. The manager called me, spoke to me very respectfully. He said, okay, sir, you have a settlement, you have a pending settlement to make. How can we solve this? I said, okay, to be really frank with you, I don't have the money with me. I said that. He said, how can you say that? I said, I can say that because I actually don't have the money with me. Then he said, what is your plan? See, my real plan is to pay you back. That is why I'm picking your call. Okay, but I don't have the money right now. So when can you pay? I said, I want 3 months time. Do you know what they said? 3 months? Not possible. So I asked him very rationally, do you want me to say within 1 month? He said, yes. What if I say within 1 month that I don't pay you within 1 month? Will you be okay with that? He said, no. Then why are you forcing me to commit to something which I cannot do? He never spoke to somebody like me, I think. Do you understand what I'm saying? I spoke to him rationally. And eventually he agreed upon every term I said. Every term I said. After that, the next bank. I settled everyone by making a settlement in my own terms. Because I was not afraid. Do you understand? So now where did I spend time? My mentor said, don't waste time worrying about the problems you have. After confronting with them, your fears, what should you do? Spend your 24 hours wisely on something which can solve the problem I am into. What is the problem you are into? The problem you are into is that you don't have money. Yeah, please understand 99% of all your problems can be solved with money. Whether you agree with me, you want to talk philosophical, but this is the truth. 99% of all the problems you have can be solved with money. If you have $1 million right now, you can solve 99% of your problems. Okay? I'm telling you. Think about it right now. If you have $1 million right now with you, can't you solve most of the problems you have? So this is where the problem is, money. What are you spending your 24 hours wisely to solve this problem? Is the question you have to ask. Oh, you can talk emotionally right now. Oh, Nasib, money is not you can speak like that. But once you go back home, you want to make your wife happy, you need to buy her something. You want to send your kids for a good school, does it come free? I heard from one of my friends recently that he has a kid. He has a kid as in as a grown-up. He's like 18 years old or something. His son, second son is in the university. And for 3 months, the fees is 72,000 dirhams. Dirhams, okay? For 3 months, the school fees in Dubai is 72,000 dirhams. You want to know in dollars? Divided by 3.67. 72,000 divided by 3.67 is $19,620. In 3 months. Why? His son has a university project. They need to do this. They need to buy that. Every 3 months, he got to spend $72,000. Sorry, dirhams, $19,000. Oh, okay, I don't have that expenditure because your kid is studying in a government school. Your kid is not getting the standard of education he is getting because you are not providing for it. Do you understand that? Because you're not dreaming for it. Your kid also can be doing that, but you have not dreamed big enough for him, for her. You are okay with your son fighting, not getting a fighting chance with that guy. Agree with me on this? Problem? Money. Why? Because you are spending your 24 hours worrying, not doing what you're supposed to do. So commitment is dividing your time properly into achieving your dreams. So you have to commit. You have to spend time. How do you spend time in this business? In this business, first of all, put time to learn. What all things you have to learn? One, you have to learn how to show the plan. How to show the plan. You have to learn this. You are already 1 month in this business, 2 months in this business, and you don't know how to show the plan? Big problem. Less than 2 months, everybody should learn how to show the plan. Don't use anybody else. Show your plans. Number 2, how to show 8 basic building blocks. You should learn this. 3 months into this business, you should already learn how to show 8 basic building blocks. You should learn exactly the contents of the 8 basic building blocks, which I'm telling you right now. Number 3, learn to handle objections. Learn to handle objections. Meaning people will ask you, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have money, I don't have time, I don't have friends, I don't like this kind of business. Those are objections. Learn to handle that. Spend time. Anything you spend time, you become a master of it. It is not a big deal to learn whatever I am saying right now. Especially, you learn bigger things in school and university, right? If you learn this, if somebody tells you can make 25,000 US dollars a week, will you not learn this? If your job pays you whatever it pays you or double of what you get paid right now. Let us say your salary right now is like $1,000, or let us say $2,000. Your salary is $2,000, and somebody tells you, okay, learn how to show the plan, learn how to show 8 basic building blocks, learn how to handle objections. then I will double your salary to $4,000. Will you learn? Suddenly, what happened? You want somebody to come and tell you, okay, do this, do that. Are you having the slave mentality? Get out of it. Show commitment. Because if you learn this, that is when you grow. So commitment is first putting in time to learn all this. Do you understand that? Putting in time to learn all this. Then the next thing you should do, the next commitment you have is commitment towards your uplines or your mentors. Commitment towards your mentors. What is a commitment towards your mentor? Listening to them, taking their instructions seriously. Communicating with them. Are you not communicating with them every day? Already you failed. If you're not communicating with your upline, your mentor, every day, you fail. You should have one person whom you communicate with as a mentor. Every day. How many times? I communicate with my mentor even today. 5 times a day. If he allows, I will call him more times. If he allows, I'll keep calling him. Once I call, he doesn't pick up. I message him, hey, did you forget me? This, that. I behave like a newly found girlfriend with my upline. I will keep on pestering him. Without irritating him, I'll keep checking, hey, what's up? I'll send him funny emojis. Do you understand? To get his attention. Because I know if I don't communicate with my mentor, if I don't have commitment towards my mentor, I will not grow. Straightforward. And the next one, commitment towards your downlines or partners who joined you. You should have commitment towards them. You should have commitment towards them. What is your commitment towards them? Their success is your success. Don't you realize that? If they buy a Rolls Royce, that means you are buying a private jet. Don't you realize that yet? Our business is the only place where somebody else's success directly contributes to your success in double the way. There was a story which was shared to me long time ago. Okay, long time ago. One of my teachers shared the story to me where they said one guy prayed to God and God appeared in front of him. And God asked, what do you want? He said, I want everything which I wish for. God said, no problem. You'll get everything you wish for. But whatever you wish for, your neighbor will get double of it. Right? That was a story. I don't want to continue with that story because that guy started becoming very greedy and he started asking for being blind in one eye and stuff like that. Yeah. That's how humans are. But anyway, over here, the best part is whenever you make sure this guy finds something or he buys something, that automatically means you are getting double the money. Do you understand that? You are like the neighbor. Do you understand? You are like the neighbor in the story. Whatever they buy, you get double of it. Don't you realize that here? Then don't you think you should be committed towards their success? So that means you have to spend time with them, teaching them everything you know. Basic thing. Our business is designed in such a way that if you focus on this person's success and this person's success, you automatically become successful. Automatic. Correct? Focus on their success. So that is about commitment. So I move on to the third one, which is name list. Name list is your asset. In this business, it is your asset. Now, most of the people are like, oh, I have this smart guy in my mind. Please understand this. One of the rules of name list is like, don't prejudge. Because the ones you think are going to be doing this very seriously will not be doing it seriously. The ones you least expect to be doing this business aggressively will be the ones who will surprise you like crazy. I have multiple examples of this. I have maxed out queens and kings under me. For example, there is one guy, he is a V council member under me. This V council member started doing this business and was struggling. He was struggling to build his other side. Meaning his weaker side. He was struggling. And he was also distracted. And his wife was one of his distraction because he recently got married and his wife was having a fight with his mother. The usual fight, wife and mother-in-law. So he was distracted with that because the wife will call and complain about the mother and mother will call and complain about his wife. Do you understand? So he got really strangled in between these two and he was not able to focus. So he called me and said, I don't know. I can't do anything about what is happening with me. I'm totally stuck. I said, why did you get married? Did you get married to keep your wife with your mother or with you? Said with me. Then why don't you bring her over to you? But I can't afford to bring her over to Dubai. Why? Because if I bring her over to Dubai, I have to take a separate room then. And now I'm sharing with my friends. So I have to only share a part of the rental. Now, if I bring her, big problem for me. I said, no problem, bring her. We'll find a solution for that. Because every time your downline is not trying to expand their life, he is remaining in a very bad place. Do you understand what I'm saying? He is remaining in a shithole. Get your downlines out of shitholes. So I said, okay, bring her over. And she was brought over. And he still came for the system next weekend. And his wife was not there with him. I said, why? Why didn't you bring your wife? He said, no, my wife just came. She's at home. She's not signed up anyway. So she's not having any business doing coming here to the system. I said, why would you keep her alone at your home? Next time you come, bring her over. So he brought her over along to the system just because I insisted. And she came and she saw that there is a lot of high energy people there. Everybody excitedly talking to the friends, excitedly explaining the opportunity. The follow-up was happening with a lot of energy. And his wife was really interested. She was like, wow, what is happening here? Can I bring my friend next week? She thought this is a club. She didn't understand what is happening. She said, okay, can I bring my friends? Yeah, I said, go ahead, bring your friends. And she brought a couple. And that is co-founder Arun and Sharanya. And this guy maxed out. The VC I'm talking about maxed out only because of his wife. Do you know who maxed out before him? His wife. The wife who he was not even considering. Prejudging is your biggest problem. Prejudging. You are prejudging. You are too much concerned about people rejecting you, not signing up. You are not supposed to think about it. My mentor always tells me, Nasib, this business is always like this. This business is like tossing a coin. This business is like tossing a coin. You want heads, you want tails. So I call it heads. And I look at it, it is not, it is heads. Right? And then I toss it again. It is again heads. Then I toss it again. It is again heads. You see, I was lucky. Now it is again heads 4 times. 5 times. So for some people, it comes like that. And when the 6th time I toss it, it came as tail. Now what do you expect? What might happen if I keep tossing it? Now, initially I was lucky. That is called beginner's luck. Sometimes you talk to a few people, they'll be excitedly signing up with you. Yeah, great, fantastic. This will keep going like this. Then the sequence will follow. It will continuously be tails. Understand that. And if you are getting a lot of tails, don't worry. Eventually it will become heads. Continuously it will become heads. That's how simple it is. Why complicate it? Why are you too much worried about one individual? This person didn't sign up. I really wanted. Why do you want that one person to sign up? How does it really matter? So when you write a name list, which is your asset, write everybody's name you know. And you are not writing your husband or wife's name. Maybe that is that person who will max you out. And you're not writing, you're keeping your most valuable asset in your home and not explaining the plan because you're prejudging him or her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Big blunder. Never do that. Don't prejudge. So when you write a name list, there is one condition. You should write a minimum of 150. Why? The names you write from 100 to 50 are your max, 100 to 150. Those are the actual max out kings and queens. Because the initial 1 to 100, they might get successful. But The real ones, the real gems really lie down in your 100 to 150. That is why I always tell people to write a minimum of 150, so that you actually find your gems. You actually find your real gems from 100 to 150. That 50 names is important. But for reaching that 100 to 150, you have to first write your 100 names. So make sure you write 150 and divide them into 3 categories, A, B, and C. A category is the hot contacts. This is the warm contacts. And this is the cold contact. Do you understand? Hot contacts are like your immediate circle. Hot contacts should not be even explain the plan. Now you have a son who is 19 years old. Do you ask his permission whether you want to sign up? Just sign him up. Tell him there is an opportunity. I want you to really take advantage of it. Sign him up. Okay, your husband, your wife should sign them up. There is no questions asked. Do you believe in the opportunity? Then what is stopping you from sharing this opportunity with your life partner? What is stopping you? That means you don't believe. And what you don't believe will not grow. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's very crucial that you write down your list A, B, C, and A category contacts, the hot contacts should be signed up with your confidence, not with the business plan, not with the company's profile, not with the size of the opportunity, because of your belief. That's it. They have to sign up. They have no option. Then the warm contacts, then the cold contacts, keep showing them plans. But who will listen to you more? I think the C contacts, the ones you write from 100 to 150. Those are the ones who will listen to you more. Why? They have not been familiar with you. The ones who are familiar with you will not take you seriously. The ones who are not familiar with you will take you very seriously. 100 to 150. So that's about the name list. Do you understand that? And after the name list, the next one is contact and invite. Yeah, the next one is contact and invite. Contacting and inviting is the process of bringing them over to listen to the plan. And when you contact and invite somebody, the most important thing I want you to know is that your energy and enthusiasm is more important than what you say. Is more important than what you say. Your energy and enthusiasm is more important than what you say. Most of the people are focused here. You're focused on the wrong thing. You're not focused on this. This is more important than what you say. What you say doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, it really doesn't matter. If you are excited, energetic, and enthusiastic, it really works. Now, people are mostly focused on what I say, or they are like, okay, how do I invite? What is the script? Yeah, you can keep focusing on the script, but without this, whatever script you have will not work. Because people are always looking at the energy you communicate. Everything is energy. So now you say a great script with a low energy, you expect that person to come? They will not come. Your script is great, but your energy is low. It will not come. They will not come. They'll reject you. So I look at people and the way they say it. Today morning I had a meeting and I listened to people and the way they put forward a point, the energy is what catches my attention, not what they say. Because they doubt what they say. I can feel it in their vibration. They themselves doubt it. They're like, maybe they use words like maybe, try, and all of that. But the other one would say, no, this is what it is. And I'm sure it will be done like that. You feel confident about that guy. You feel more confident. So when you contact and invite, energy and enthusiasm matters. You'll be excited. Now, even if you mess up with what you say, you can still bring them over if you have high energy. So contacting and inviting is like an invitation. This process, sometimes some people say that, do we really need to choose our people? Yes, sometimes you have to choose your people. Okay. One of the questions for you to choose the right people for your opportunity is to ask them, Do you want to make 100,000 US dollars this year or something similar? Don't go with exactly what I am saying right now. Do you want to say $100,000? Do you want to make $100,000, or do you want to make big money this year, good enough for you to retire? Now, those are things I will ask somebody very confidently if I am offering the opportunity. Now, there are different kinds of approaches. There is one approach where people talk about opportunity. There is another approach where people talk about products. Now, I am talking about the opportunity side. If I am inviting somebody to show the opportunity, then I will start asking this question. This is a qualification question. Qualification. If somebody says, no, I'm not interested, they don't qualify to it. Don't pressurize them. Don't push them. Don't ask them why. Don't ask them. Why are you so much into them? They said, no, I don't want to make $100,000. Okay, let them continue with whatever life they have. Leave them alone. They don't qualify for listening to the opportunity. Why are you asking them? Why are you not interested? Why can't you come and just listen? No, I wouldn't do that. I straight away got my answer. I'm not interested in this guy. I disqualified him. Do you get that? Very important. So when I talk about the opportunity, very important, I keep my info to the minimal, because I am focused on increasing his curiosity. If you want him to be curious, passionately curious, then keep the information less, to the minimal. So some people are like, oh, I can't invite people without giving them information. Don't call them for the opportunity then. No, please don't do that. Please don't call them for the opportunity. If you are not able to, stop yourself from giving information, don't invite them for the opportunity. Invite them for the product. Do you understand the difference? For the opportunity, you have to keep your information less, minimal. You have to tell them, hey, do you really want to make $100,000 this year? Or do you want to make big enough money so that you can retire this year? I have a huge opportunity where a multinational company is looking for ambitious people. And I have a window to offer this opportunity to 5 people, and I have listed down 10 of them, and you are one among them. Do you want to listen to it? Do you want to listen? You see, I'm offering an opportunity. And if he shows any kind of doubt, he says that, no, I need to think about it. It's okay. You don't qualify. If you are not somebody who is very keen, I have other people. It's okay. Okay, no problem. You take it back. An opportunity given should not be offered there. You take it back. Do you understand? That's how I invite. Now, there are different schools of thoughts on this. Some people say, oh, Nasib, you are so aggressive in this. I don't want to do this aggressive. Yeah, no problem. This is my kind of invitation. You want to do your kind of invitation, no problem, but keep your information to bare minimum. Okay, don't tell the company's name. Why? Oh, Nasib, why can't we say the company's name? Come on, we live in the world of ChatGPT and Gemini. Do you understand? People are too lazy these days to even go and search on Google. Okay, they're even asking basic, simple questions like, what do I eat for dinner tonight? To ChatGPT. And do you think when you tell them a new company's name, they will not ask ChatGPT? And ChatGPT is so tricky. ChatGPT will answer the way you ask the question. Do you know that? Are you aware of it? Now you say marriages are really bad. I don't like them. What is your opinion? Then ChatGPT will try to make you happy by saying that, yes, I agree with you, because marriage sometimes can end up with this and that, and lose your, peace of mind. He will answer in such a way that you feel okay with that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you give a piece of information that, okay, this is my company's name, they go and ask, what do you think? Is this company a scam? ChatGPT will say, yeah, there are some cases where they have been saying there is a scam. Unnecessary. You gave information. Bad idea. Do you understand? That's not how when you invite for opportunity, don't give away details. Just say it's huge. It's a multinational company coming over here. They have a huge portfolio of products, mind-blowing company, and they have been around in this business for the last 27 years. The best part is they are launching in Nigeria. very new in Nigeria. That is why this invite to you makes a lot of sense, right? That is like a privilege for you. If you are interested, let me know. Okay, I can block your appointment tonight, but it's only available for 5 people today. That's it. Always keep a deadline. Don't tell, oh, I'm not free today. Oh, it's okay, leave it. I'm very sorry. I really wanted you to listen to it, so it's okay, because this opportunity is limited only for today. Oh, why, Nasib? Why can't I invite him for the next day? No, you should not. You should not. My advice is you should not invite him for the next day. Do you understand that? Because when you invite him for the next day, you are belittling yourself. You're not adding value. You are not giving value to you, the opportunity you have with you. You are making them feel that, okay, if not today, it is available for tomorrow as well. Not a great idea. Do you understand? So that is how I invite for the opportunity. Moving on with the product. When you approach with the product, no, it's okay, fill it later, relax, sit down. Now, this is how distractions are in life. You know, distractions, you don't know. Anything can distract us. That's our problem. Suddenly, everybody will be focused on totally different things. Don't do that. Life is quite, funny in that way. Okay? Focus on what you have to do. Like sometimes happiness can be a distraction. Sometimes disappointment can be a distraction. Sometimes, you don't know, your family can be a distraction. They don't realize that you're doing it for them. And you get distracted. Now, invite for the product. Inviting for the product, you can give information, little bit of information. Okay. But again, be very careful about how much information you give. If you give all the information, then they have nothing more to come and listen to you. Do you understand that? You can, when you're talking about the product, you should say that, hey, I want to introduce a mind-blowing product with you. Oh my God, this is making waves in Nigeria. Do you know why I'm calling you? This product gives you an opportunity to take up a distribution channel and create and make an investment, make a returns of 74% every month on your investment. How does that sound? That sounds exciting. You understand? Every month you make 74%. Why? I'm specifically talking to those people who are selling products. Others who are not selling the product, don't focus on what I'm saying right now. Just forget it and stick to the opportunity part. Okay? Don't get carried away. Don't get distracted with what I'm saying right now. If you are only focused on the product, that is the only time you use what I'm saying right now. And you invite people and you say that there is a mind-blowing product in the market. Oh my God, this is making waves. And this product gives you an opportunity to take up a distributorship and you earn 74% returns on your investment every month, which is 8.8 times in a year. That means on an investment of 2 million, you can make 20 million naira. Do you understand? On an investment of 2 million in 1 year, you make multiplied by 8.8 times. You get that? Is that a good invitation? That's how you invite. Then they ask you, what is it all about? Oh, it's a unique combination of glutathione, termacin, and vitamin D3. And 2 of these components are patented. And that is what makes it special. This is a US patented product. And there are companies in Nigeria who is queuing up to take this product. But the business model is totally different, which is what I want to discuss with you. So if you are keen in taking up the distributorship, we'll catch up. You see? That's how you invite for the product. Okay, so that's about the invitation. So moving on, the next one is presentation. Presentation, please be truthful in your presentation. Very important, because every business is all about what? No, don't break people's trust. Don't break it. The biggest problem is that people don't realize the value of trust. Trust is like a piece of paper. Let's say, now this is the paper I have. It's a plain paper, you see? Now, if I fold it like this, okay, you can never make it like the one which I showed you before. No matter what you do, it will never become the other one. Do you understand that? I can never make it look like the previous paper. It will have folds. It will have cracks. You broke the trust. People don't understand this. It's very easy to break your trust and very difficult to build it. But people, I don't understand people sometimes. They break trust like this. They don't care. They don't care. They just say, I will come, and they don't show up. Breaking trust. See, your partner will lose trust on you. You say something and you behave differently, they lose trust on you. Every word you say, maybe you forget it. The person who's listening to it doesn't forget. They don't forget that. And you don't realize they don't forget it. So you should be very careful about what you say. The one who cannot control your tongue, you're already doomed. You cannot control your tongue, you're already doomed because you are breaking a lot of people's trust. You say, no, my intention was not that, but whatever be your intention, you already broke it, then you can never repair it back because that paper will always remain cracked. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you are in a presentation, be very careful about what you say. Be truthful. Be truthful about what you say. Give the right information. Okay? Now, when you don't know something, it's perfectly okay to say, I don't know. It's perfectly okay. They ask you a question, I don't know, but I can get you the answer for that. That's a nice question. Oh, but I can get you the answer for this. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't try to be like that person who knows everything. If I don't know something, which somebody asked last almost like a few months ago, when I was doing a presentation here, somebody asked me a question. I had no answer for that. He said, you are saying your product has turmacin in that, turmeric extract in that. Turmeric will actually act like, it will ease your blood, meaning the clotting will take time. Do you understand that? If you take turmeric, it will take longer time for clotting. So I'm already taking a medicine which is an anticoagulant or something like that. So along with that, is it okay to take this? I don't know. It is okay to say that. You may not know all the answers. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's okay. Go ahead, but be strong enough. Sometimes saying I don't know is also showing your strength. It is not a weakness because you need strength to say that. So doing a presentation, the most important thing is being truthful and reduce the time of your presentation. Don't keep on talking for 2 hours, 3 hours. Our chief, Padman Senadaraja, says 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Your presentation should get over in 20 to 30 minutes. That's it. Hey, don't try to detail everything. Just show the basic plan. Then let them ask questions and you handle it later. Don't keep on talking. Keep on talking. You should finish it in 20 to 30 minutes. And there are a few things you have to keep in your mind. Like while doing a presentation, it's very important that you have the person's attention. If you don't have that person's attention, don't show the plan. That means that person is sitting in front of you doesn't mean you are having his attention. If he's looking at his phone, I will not show the plan. Do you know that? I walk away. I'll say, no, it's okay. We'll meet some other time. You seem to be busy. If somebody is coming on a Zoom call and says, I cannot put the camera on, I will not show the plan. I will not. That is my self-respect. I will not speak to someone who is not ready to show the face to me. Somebody says, I don't trust you enough to show the face. I say, then let's not talk business. Correct or not? How does it make sense? Why are you desperate? Don't be desperate. If somebody can't show their face on a Zoom call, I'll walk away. I don't show that plan. I don't waste my time. And while somebody is sitting in front of me and he is looking at his phone too often, I say, please understand, I am also getting my calls. But do you know why I'm not picking them up? Because I respect you. I say that. That means I expect the same from you. Does it make sense? Is it too much to ask for? So that's how I speak. Very nicely. Not, when I say this, don't get offended. I actually tell in a very nice manner. I tell them, bro, please, I respect you. Do you want this meeting to be rescheduled to another time? Because you seem to be busy right now. I want your 100% focus because it's $1 billion plan. Do you understand? So that is a very important thing. And also make sure your prospect who is sitting in front of you is not distracted with, let us say you are showing the presentation in a coffee shop. Let us assume so. You are showing the presentation in a coffee shop and don't make him sit in a view which opens up to the whole mall. Make him sit against the wall. Do you understand? That means, this is the wall. I sit here and the prospect sits here. This is the wall. And I show the plan to him. So his view is the wall. He don't get distracted. These are basic, simple things you have to think about. You understand? And if you're doing a mass presentation, like, in a hall filled up with a lot of people, there should be a clear do's and don'ts before the presentation starts. Hey, please keep your phones in silent mode because your phone calls can distract somebody who is focused on the plan. Please keep your phone in silent mode. Okay. And even the presenter is getting calls, but he will not pick up the call, basically because that is a basic etiquette we all have to follow in this room. Something like that. Do you understand? You've set your rules very clearly while showing the presentation. Right? And before the presentation, it is very important that whoever is showing the presentation should get the proper edification. What is edification? Edification is the introduction for the person who is showing the plan. If you don't introduce the person properly, the person who is coming and listening to the plan doesn't know who is the one talking to me. So they'll be like, okay, finish it fast. You will not respect him. Why should the prospect respect the presenter? It's not for the presenter to feel good. It is for you to get a sign up. Because if the prospect is not listening properly to the presenter, who loses? The one who brings the prospect loses, right? So whose job is to edify? It is your job to edify. If you are not edifying, you are digging your own grave in terms of getting a rejection. You are actually getting a rejection if you're not edifying. So the ones who don't learn how to edify properly always get rejected because the prospect doesn't understand who is the one explaining the plan. So he doesn't value, he doesn't listen, he doesn't take his presentation as a word of authority. Do you understand that? If the presenter is not able to have and establish a word of authority, you lose. So it is always very important that you focus on edification. And that is exactly the reason why we very clearly say that edification is the backbone of our business. If it has to be said as the backbone of the business, it should be that important. Very important. Without edification, I don't entertain anybody to show presentations. See, I walk out if I feel that there is no edification. In any presentation, I walk in and I see that the prospect is not being introduced properly about what is happening here, meaning you should not only edify the person, you should also edify the opportunity. Think about it. You have to edify the opportunity, right? Because when you bring in somebody, you should say, hey, bro, this is going to be a mind-blowing thing. This will change the way you live. Okay, so put your 100% focus here. Don't focus on anything else. Everything else can wait. Because what is disturbing you, distracting you, can it make you earn $15,000 on a weekly basis or $60,000 every month? If not, put your 100% attention here. Do you understand? Something like that. You should edify the opportunity. You should also edify the person and tell details about the person. Academically, what is that person doing? For example, if I talk about Shulamite, I would say, oh, she is a reputed CA working in a top international company here in Lagos. And she is already hugely successful. A big team works under her. And there are big companies which consult her. She handles the accounts of big Fortune 500 companies. And right now, she's here to explain. You are lucky enough to have this person. You see, that is called edification. Maybe you are Shulamite's friend. That doesn't give you any right to say that, oh, she's my friend. So just, no. You edify. If the Shulamite is your friend, okay, go hug each other and sing Kumbaya while you are at home. No problem. But when you are here showing a plan, she is not your friend. She's the presenter. She's your, edified partner. You should learn how to talk about her. Do you understand that? You can edify anybody. You don't have to be working as a CA to get edified. You can personally say that, okay, what's your name? Ethel. Okay. Now, if I talk about Ethel, I would say, hey, do you know what? I have seen people, I have been meeting a lot of people, but this is one person I have met. The level of commitment she shows. Oh, I'm blown away. I don't get impressed with everybody I meet. But Ethel is one person who impressed me with her commitment. Okay. Whenever I see her, I always make sure my spirits go up. I always make sure that my commitment level goes up. I stop saying excuses. She is a role model for me in that matter. So I'm going to introduce you to Ethel. Make sure that you impress her. So you understand? I edify. I don't have to know what background the person is from to edify the person. Edification is for your purpose. So edify. Now that's about the presentation. Now the next one is follow-up. If you ask me, follow-up has to be done within 24 to 48 hours, and the deal should be yes or no. Within 24 to 48 hours. Within 24 to 48 hours, the deal should be yes or no. If you don't conclude with a yes or no within 24 to 48 hours, there is no point. There's no point. You say sometimes, some people tell me, but Nasib, I signed up after 1 week, I signed up after 2 weeks. But the problem is, if you signed up after 2 weeks of presentation without saying yes or no within 24 to 48 hours, you will also try to practice the same thing down there with your team. Do you understand that? That means the one who doesn't sign up within 24 to 48 hours will create a bad culture in the team as well. Will create a bad culture. They will also be like, oh, it's okay. People will let them take their time. No, no, no. Yes or no should come within 24 to 48 hours. You solve your problems after that. But yes or no should come within 24 to 48 hours. Whether you want to do it or not should come out within 24 to 48 hours. They say, I don't have money. That's okay. But do you want to sign up? Yes or no? Do you understand? You don't have money. That is the reason why even we are talking about this opportunity, right? If you have $100,000 with you, why would you even come and listen to the plan? That means you already know how to make money. The question is, do you want to make money? That's the question. Do you want to really sign up in this business? Yes or no? Okay, but that's not how you start with the follow-up. That is the last question. Do you know what is the first question in a follow-up? The first question in a follow-up is, which product are you buying? Edge or this one? Or water purifier? Or biodisk? You understand? That is the first question. After the presentation, what you speak to him is what we call follow-up, not immediately, within the next 24 to 48 hours. Even within immediately, you can talk to them about it. It's okay. But anything you speak after the presentation, from there on, is called follow-up. One of the common mistakes I've seen people do is that after the presentation, they shake hands with the prospect. And when the prospect says, let me think about it, they shake hands and tata bye-bye. The prospect goes. Blunder. Big blunder. You are not supposed to do that. You are not supposed to wave hands and say goodbye to the prospect. When they say, I want to think about it. Okay, what else should you do? You should go out and have a tea with that person. You should go out and have a coffee with that person. You should go out and have dinner with that person. You should go and spend time with that person. Do you understand that? Follow-up starts from the time the prospect leaves the presenter and you take over from there. Do you understand that? You take over. Don't just go and sit down and just speak and speak and speak and logic. Yeah, you can do all of that, but then go out with the prospect. Do you want to sign up? Then go out with the prospect. Oh, no, you are like, okay, I'm in a hurry. Then you don't realize the size of the opportunity. You have stopped now, like I told in the beginning, many people, when they start, they get excited about making $15,000. But after 1 year, after 6 months, they are like, will it really be possible? They start doubting. Then they lose the passion. I can see people lose passion. I've seen people lose passion because they lost their belief. Do you understand? So the ones who lose passion and belief are the ones after the presentation, okay, see you tomorrow, you think and let me know. All that kind of things don't work. What works is you go with the prospect. Follow-up is done immediately. Now, Sam was there when me and Sam was doing presentations in Welcome Center. That's what we did. We did sign up like that. They didn't leave before signing up, Sam. I hope you remember. Paul signed up like that. The next guy, the customs guy, signed up like that. And Paul's next guy who came in also signed up. You signed up like that. Sorry? Your MD signed up like everybody signed up like that. Within like the next 2 hours of they listening to the plan, they signed up. Because that is when follow-up is done. That is how follow-up has to be done. Okay, now let me get into the details of follow-up. Follow-up, you don't ask a yes or no question actually. That is not how you ask. That is not how you start. You always start with what? So always the question in a follow-up is yes or no, yes. Yes or yes. So that means edge or biodisk. Okay, or biodisk or cheapened or water purifier or this. That is a yes or yes question. Okay, that is how you start. Then they say, okay, but I want to think, hey, what are you? Do you have any concern? What concerns you? I thought you are already excited to start. What bothers you? And you be confused, you be surprised, and ask them. And then they sometimes will tell you the concern they have. Sometimes they don't tell you the concern. Do you know that? Many people don't tell you their concern. They are shy. They are shy. The basic problem most of the people have is they don't have money, right? They don't have the money. Please understand. Okay, middle class people and the poor people, the middle class and the poor, which is all of you. Do you understand? They always look at the price and they don't look at the value. Who look at the value? And the rich became rich because they always look at the value, even when they were poor. Do you understand the difference? The rich is rich not from birth. The rich is rich because they always look at the value. Unfortunately, the plans you are showing, most of the people will be having which mindset? And money will be their problem, but they are shy and they don't want to say that money is a problem. So you break the ice for them. You tell them, hey, tell me, is money the problem? I think money is your issue, right? Are you concerned about the money? Well, no, let's talk about it because my problem was the same. You see, you have to learn how to get their concern out of them. Do you understand that? But I really thought you can make it. I mean, some middle class people have the ego to accept that they don't have money. They will not accept it. Then you tell them, hey, I know you can arrange it. You have already been doing stuff like this before. And easily they suddenly their ego will not allow them to tell that they don't have the money. Our mentor, my grand upline, Patmaka was signed up like that. She was not able to say, I don't have the money. She signed on a piece of paper in the follow-up. Say the registration form. Do you remember the registration form? So in the registration form, she signed. Because she signed, she thought she was already in. She made a commitment. She was a woman of her words. So just because she signed, she didn't even pay anything. Just because she signed, she came back and signed up. Okay? She arranged the funds and then signed up. But she really didn't have the money. So I want you to understand, most of the people you are dealing with will be having this, and they will always say they don't have time and they don't have money. Time, as I told you, everybody has the same amount of time. President is having the same amount of time. Like your name? Rebecca. Rebecca is having exactly the same amount of time as Elon Musk. Imagine. And if somebody says I don't have time, what does that mean? He's busier than Elon Musk and having no money in his bank account? Now that is a big problem. Do you understand that? So you should learn how to solve this. That is called handling objections. So in the follow-up, you should actually be, if you are not able to handle all the questions, immediately connect with your mentor. Or you can talk to your mentor, find the answers for the questions, and then talk to them. If you ask me, what do I prefer? I always prefer you learn the answers and talk to your prospect instead of connecting with your upline. I don't like that. I don't like people immediately connecting with their mentors. Why can't you learn the answers and talk to your people? Because that is a better way for you to learn how to handle objections. Correct? So do you want to learn really fast? If you want to learn really fast, if you want to earn really fast, learn really fast. Most of the people don't realize this is where your earnings come. So if you want to earn faster, what should you do? Learn faster. How do you learn faster? When, yes, Ethel, right? When Ethel tells me, oh, Nasib, I don't have money. And Ethel don't know, and I don't know how to handle this question. I go talk to my mentor. Okay, I talk to Rebecca. And Rebecca tells me, okay, Nasib, talk like this, this, and this. Now, Rebecca should be patient enough. I'm talking to the mentors here. I'm talking to all the mentors here. Rebecca should be patient enough to feel that instead of me talking to Ethel, I should be teaching Nasib. But what would some mentors think? It is easier to directly talk. It is very difficult to teach Nasib and then talk to Ethel. That mentors are moronic. Sorry to say this. The mentors who are directly talking to the prospects are moronic, I would say. They are cutting, they're making a shortcut. But the shortcut is making them not have people who learn how to handle the question. If you want to build me as a leader, what should you do? Teach me or do my work?
Teach.
Okay, you teach, right? So you feed somebody with a fish, you feed him for a day. You teach him fishing, you feed him for a lifetime. So what should you do? Teach them how to handle the question. Okay. So follow up. Did you understand follow up? Okay, follow up, very important. How to handle the questions is feel, felt, found. Feel, felt, found. What is feel, felt, found? You first listen to them. That is called feeling. Oh, I see. Listen more, okay? Feeling means listening more. Sometimes you know the question they are coming up with. Sometimes you know what they are coming up with, but don't cut them. Don't cut them. Listen. Finally, it comes to money, okay? But they will tell you a big story. You know what happened last week? This happened. My car got into an accident. Then this happened to my son's admission. That there's that. They want somebody to listen. So listen to it. Listen. Oh, I see. Oh. That is called feeling. Then felt. No, you had your money problem when you signed up. Do you remember that? No, do you have money ready with you? Who had money problem? Everybody has money problem. So that is how you felt. What did you feel when you had the money problem? That is called felt. You should talk about it genuinely. Don't rush. Genuinely. How did you find the answer for your question? That means how did you find the solution for your problem? That is found. Do you understand that? Clear? That is feel, felt, found. That works all the time. But please understand all the time, within 24 to 48 hours, you should get a yes or a no. I didn't say you should get a yes. I said yes or no. Understand this. It's okay to get a no. Why are you so afraid of a rejection? Why? I really don't understand that. No is part of our business. Accept it. Embrace it. It's okay. Let them say no. Okay, increase the number of tosses you make. When I say tosses, I told you about tossing the coin, right? You keep tossing more and more coins. What happens? What you want will come eventually. Are you clear? See, now I tossed the coin first 5 times. It became what? Heads. Do you know what is the theory of probability says? Do you know what is the probability theory says? Probability theory says that if I keep tossing the coin 1,000 times, not 5 times, 1,000 times consistently. Ethel, hi. You want a coffee? So if you toss the coin 1,000 times, it will be averaging 500. That's the theory of probability. So what should you do? Show 1,000 plans. That's it. You are showing 10 plans and you are saying, but you said 20% conversion. Moronic. You are moronic. That's why you are saying that. Show big number of plans and you will eventually come to the 20%. If it is not 20% for you, you are not showing enough plans now, right now. Because if you look at it, my first 5 tosses, all of them were heads. All of them. What is the possibility of all 1,000 of them going heads? No, right? It will not. And that's how simple it is. So you have to get a yes or no within 24 to 48 hours. Otherwise, you tell them, okay, sorry, I'm taking back the offer because I don't think you are qualified enough to start with this business right now. Maybe we'll talk some other time whenever you are ready. But right now, I'm taking it as a no. Say it. Say it. Do you understand that? Say it. Don't be afraid of saying it. The more you are afraid of saying this, you will never grow. So please start saying it. That is the follow-up. Now, finally, we have the last 2 points. The 7th point is counseling. Counseling with your mentor. Now, this is one important process. Many people don't realize how valuable is this. Now, it is very common for people to derail. Very common for people to derail. Do you understand what I'm saying? They are in a journey towards some place, but they get distracted. They derail. They go in different directions. So this counseling really helps you to put you back on the track. It makes you understand the areas of improvement you have to make. So what do? In the beginning, I recommend everybody at least once in a week, you sit down with your mentor and counsel. Now, this counseling program need not be a business meeting. It need not be. You can sit down with your mentor, have dinner, have a cup of coffee. Okay, relax, go for something or beach, go to the beach. Go to a place of relaxation where you do something good, nice. But that has to happen once in a week. Do you understand that? And you discuss this as well over there while having coffee. Very important process. Without counseling with your mentor, you will never know whether you are going in the right direction. What are the areas of improvement you have? What should you do differently right now? Because you get confused. You are only thinking of what is going wrong. Maybe what you're thinking is not the right answer. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you should always make sure you have somebody to whom you are anchored to. The ship needs to be anchored. Do you understand that? What happens if the ship is not anchored? It will float away, right? So it is very important that you are always anchored to a mentor. Make sure you are anchored to that person so that this person who is a third party, he is watching you from outside and tell you what are the areas of your improvement. Very crucial. So make sure you do your counseling session depending on the seniority you have in your business. If you're not earning a minimum of like $500, if you're not earning consistent $500 on a weekly basis, I recommend you do it every week. Do you understand that? If you're not earning $500 on a weekly basis, you should do the counseling with your mentor every week. Now, if you are making $2,000 on a weekly basis, your mentor will not be free to meet you every week. Then you meet your mentor at least once in your month. Do you understand? When you're making $5,000 on a weekly basis, maybe your mentor will not be even able to meet you once in a month. Then you do it at least once in 3 months. But counseling with your mentor is one of the most crucial things you all have to follow. Okay? Counseling with your mentor is one of the most important, crucial things you all have to follow. So, you have to check very important things with your mentor. For example, some of the things people conveniently ignore is where to place my people. Okay, what are the instructions I have to do in case there is a problem between two of my downlines. These are kind of things you have to always discuss with your mentor before it becomes a bigger issue. Your mentor can have a solution for all these problems, but don't try to solve all these problems by yourself. Anything new you do, always counsel with your mentor. Okay, clear with that? Now coming to the last part, duplication. Duplication is what makes it a business. Everything I told you so far, if you learn that and do it, you are still a self-employee. Duplication is teaching whatever I taught you right now to your people. That is called duplication. You don't have to teach hundreds of people. You have to teach 2 people. That's it. 2 people. But make sure 2 people you teach them properly. You teach 2 people everything you know. Very important. That is duplication. Because without duplication, you are doing self-employment. Do you understand that? Duplication is what gives this business wings. Today, while I'm speaking with you, do you know that different parts of the world, there are people going out there, training people, showing presentation to people. It happens under me. Why? Because I have duplicated. Now, duplication, the easiest way to duplicate is to attach them to a system. To a system. The easiest way to duplicate is to attach them to a system. Now, people, the problem I see with most of the people is that they give up on their people. They give up. How do they give up? You know, they call their new downline and say, come to the system. And the downline says, no, I'm busy right now. I cannot come. And then that's it. You don't call that person at all. Okay, next week, again, Saturday, you call that person, hey, come to the system. You just drop a message or you call them once just before the system. No. Instead, when somebody says, I cannot come, okay, that system day is over. You go and meet this person, spend some time with him, make him comfortable with you. You don't have 1,000 people under you, right? I'm talking about duplicating 2 people, right? So go and spend time with this person. Okay, and tell him the importance of attending the system every week. Talk about it all through the week. Then again, call him on Friday night and he will come for the system. Do you understand? You guys give up too fast. I called him, he's not picking, he's not coming. You give up too fast. Do you know what? My mentor, our grand upline, founder of Team Ocean, Padmaka, didn't come for the system for the first 6 months, and the amount of money she made in the first 6 months is 0. In the next 1 year, she was maxing out. How? Because her mentor, her upline didn't give up on her. He kept on calling her, just told her, hey, please come with one person, please come with one person, please come with one person, please come with one person. And finally, she did come. And that person signed up. And she was like, wow, she signed up. She was not ready to believe it. So now she had some kind of belief. So she brought the next person and the next person and the next person. And people started signing up. She started seeing money. So she started believing. What if her upline gave up on her? He would have missed a V partner. Now, don't you think you already missed your V partners right now because you gave up too fast? That is one mistake I see everybody do. They give up too fast. Duplication doesn't happen, meaning you are not attaching them to the system. Guys, let me make it very clear for all of you here. If you fill up this room with people on a training day, that is how you will be successful in this business. But you don't understand that. From day one, I have been telling only this. It doesn't matter. Just fill up the room. Fill up the room with people. Make sure that you have your 2 downlines sitting in this room. Oh, Nasib, they are not picking up. Go pick up your car. Go bring them over here. What if I tell you, every person you bring into the room for the system, I pay you $100. Will you be able to bring 2 people? You'll bring 5. Suddenly, where did this 5 people come from? Where did this come from? So the point is, the more people sit in this room, you actually make this money. You don't realize that. You don't make $100. You make more than that, but you don't realize it. You are short-sighted. You are what? Short-sighted. You are only able to see this week, right now. I want to get paid immediately. Come on, think like a businessman. A businessman always thinks like a farmer. What does a farmer do? Farmer takes a seed and he puts the seed under the ground and he starts putting water. And does it give him a mango the next day? It takes time. After 1 week, a little bit thing will come up. After 1 month, it will grow a little bit further. And after 3 months, it will grow like this. And after 1 year, maybe it became an actual tree. He waited for 1 year with no mangoes. And you have to think like a farmer. Please understand that. Why are you so short-sighted? You are telling me, oh, Nasib, I didn't make any money after 3 months in this business. Hey, relax. This is a business. Understand that. This is a business. You have to make sure you keep watering. Now, just because after 1 month, it didn't give him mangoes, a farmer, will it cut down the tree? But you are doing that, right? Are you not cutting down the tree just because, no, where is the money? Where is the money? Relax. You pour water. How do you pour water? By bringing people into this room. Make sure they all come in here. And if you don't believe in what I say right now, you will never grow. Because I've been doing this all my while. I've been doing this for the last 20 years. So duplication is all about you teaching everything you know to your people. Teach everything you know. Teach how to take a presentation. So after some time, after like one month of somebody signing up, and he says that he wants to show a presentation, and he's calling you, and you go for the presentation, but you tell, okay, Ethel, why don't you show the company profile? Ethel was not ready for it. No, it's okay. Ethel, go ahead, show. And don't show the company profile. Let her show. Do you understand what I'm saying? My mentor has done this with me. Suddenly he came in and said, okay, Nasib, I'm stuck in traffic, so you show the plan. I said, I can't show the plan. Okay, then start with the company profile. So I started with the company profile. He didn't come. Then what did I do? I showed the business plan. He didn't come. Then I showed the closing. He didn't come. What happened? My downline who brought the prospect was angry at me. But that guy signed up. How did he sign up with such a pathetic presentation? I will tell you one thing. Who takes the presentation doesn't matter. How you do the follow-up is what gives you the sign up. So do you know how my friend followed him up? My friend told him after the presentation, the prospect asked my friend, you said this guy is a big shot. He's making big money. He was actually edifying my mentor. But finally, I am the one who showed the plan. And he said, you said this guy is making big money. He can't even speak proper English. Do you know what my friend said? My downline said? He said, even this guy is making money. That's it. And the prospect signed up. So it doesn't matter. What he said is like, if this guy can make money, don't you think you are smarter than him? So that guy signed up. So the point is, people sign up. So if you are not ready to take the risk of making your downline show the plan, then you will never grow. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why are you so afraid? Why are you like, I don't want to show. I will show the plan. I will show the plan. Make sure whoever shows the plan, the sign up happens. That's what you have to make sure. Whoever shows the plan, the sign up happens. Then make sure one day you make your downline show the 8 basic building blocks training. Make sure one day you push your downline onto the stage. That is called duplication. Duplication is making your downline do everything you do. Duplication is making yourself do everything your upline does. Do you understand? Don't always be shy and hiding behind the board. One day you have to come forward and start doing what your upline does. That's it. Straightforward. Okay. So duplication is what makes it a business. I want all of you to make sure that you follow the systems and bring in everyone in your team for all the systems which Team Alpha does. So Team Alpha has different systems. For your understanding, let me just brief you through that. Now, on Saturdays, we have a system in most of the markets. We have a system in Dubai. We have a system in Nigeria. We have it in India. So on Saturdays, we have a system everywhere. Make sure maximum participation happens. How do you make maximum participation? Just focus on 2 first. Eventually make it 3, then make it 4. But don't ever come down on your numbers. Somehow make sure you keep improving at least by 1 every week. Okay, that is how you improve the system. Now, if you leaders understand that it's all about filling this hall, you're already there. Okay, so that is one system we have. Then on Sunday, we have the Sunday training. Then on Sunday, on evening, is it Sunday evening? Edge plus, event happens by Sunday evening. And the training happens by noon, I think, by 12. By 12, and Edge plus event happens by evening, 4 p.m. or something. Yeah, that is what happens on Sunday. And on Tuesday, and on Sunday, even in Dubai, we have systems happening, the daily systems happening there. And in Dubai, we have daily systems regularly happening. And on Tuesday, we have evening presentation. Business opportunity meeting by evening in all the markets. Dubai systems are different, but in India also, it is a daily system which is happening. And on top of it, we have the Mauna. Mauna happens every Saturday morning at 6:30 a.m. VAT. Make sure you and your team joins, because Mauna is all about organizing your life. So it's a very important session which happens every Saturday by 6:30 a.m. And then we have the GSS, goal setting session. The goal setting session happens on Friday. The goal setting session happens every Friday. This is not an open event. This is only for people who have qualified. Okay. In addition to this, we have different, L1, L2, elite leaders, elite nominees, alpha knights. All of these people have their own systems, meaning they have their meetings regularly happening. Do you understand? These are the systems we have. Make sure that you take advantage of it. These systems are here for you to grow. If you come alone there, you'll be always alone there. But if you bring one more person into all of these systems, that is how you grow. Okay, focus on bringing one person extra into all these systems every now and then. And that is when you grow. Not every now and then, consistently. Consistently make sure that you improve on the number of people attending the system. That is the only way to grow. Otherwise, you will remain as a self-employed. Okay. So guys, if you properly duplicate, okay, within no time, you will realize that you are making $15,000 on a weekly basis. Trust me on this. Because the only thing I did is like I followed my mentor's instructions. And before I know, I'm already maxing out. Okay. I realized that initially I didn't believe. But when I really bought my first car, that is when my belief became stronger. Then I understood that if I strongly set my eyes into something, I'll make it happen no matter what. So always remember your dream and do the exercise which I told you. Write down 10 dreams and start prioritizing it. Okay. So all the best, guys. That's about it. It was a good time spending with all of you and everyone listening to me online. Guys, make sure you practice whatever you learned. Okay. Take care. Thank you.
Into the beat. Anytime you touch the land, I did float, I know if stand.
Thank you, Ika. Thank you, AVP.
Baby, I'm ready for it all. Give me that eternal groove. Energy will make me